Good evening, YouTube. Bird Outdoors here. I'm going to do a quick review of the Predator 2,000 watt inverter generator from Harbor Freight. Extremely impressed with this little unit. I've been using it up north at my cabin for the last couple of years. And what I do is, if I lose electricity or power, I'll run my Cpap machine off of it and power up the cabin at night. And, use any kind of energy that we need with it. So a lot of people are kind of here or there about Predator. I'm actually sold on it. This isn't my first Predator generator. I've used Predator motors. I have one on my log splitter. I have this generator, which I was a little bit skeptical about. And I also have a full-blown, 9,000 watt generator. That's my home generator down south in Lower Michigan that I run my house off of. But just to give you a little bit of a synopsis on this, it says 200 watts. I ran lights in my Cpap machine, which my Cpap machine, I believe, is right around 1,000 watts. So it's that 2,000 watt startup, and I think it levels off to about 1,500 watts. But I haven't seen much information about how long the gas tank lasts or how long your fuel capacity lasts out. If you don't know much about this, actually right there, 1,600 running watts, 2,000 peak watt hours. It has this control, this ESC throttle on or off. When you flick that button on, what it does is it's like an economy, and it idles and runs really low RPMs. And when it's in that mode, when that switch is on, this thing will run out 10 to 12 hours without running out of fuel. So that's what I love about it. I can get a full night's sleep with my Cpap. This thing won't run out of gas. It does have a small tank. I'm not entirely sure how big the tank is, but when it's filled, I have gone 10 plus hours without having it stall out on that economy setting right there. So pretty decent unit, 2 plugs right there, grounded, 120 volt. It does have a reset, does have oil alert. It's got parallel outlets you can see right there, so you can hook this generator parallel to another generator, and let's say you have two 2,000 watt, then you would have 4,000 peak watt hours for a unit. The on-off switch is pretty simple. You turn it on, you set it to start, you start the machine up, it'll warm itself up for a little bit, then you turn it to run, and it'll idle out. Then once it starts to get a surge pulled on it, it will kind of throttle up. But like I said, I always use it in this economy mode, so it's not revving that high, but it gives me the energy I need. And like I said, mostly I'm using it at night when I'm in my cottage up north, and I lose power and I need to run my Cpap machine. So very, very good unit. I highly recommend it. I'm trying to think of what else with this little thing. There is no fuel shutoff. Okay, so that's one thing that I've got to tweak out with this unit. I'd have to probably pull the cover off, find the carb, and tube out with fuel line a cutoff switch outside the unit so I can run it out of fuel or run it dry so I don't have anything in the carburetor so it'll gunk up or anything like that. But most of the time, and I tell you, since I bought it, I always do this. I'll fill it up with gas. I'll put actually I'll show it to you right here. What is this stuff called? It is the ethanol shield fuel stabilizer. Keeps fuel fresh. It keeps water out. So look at some of the YouTube videos on this stuff. It'll actually eat away or, erode water. So it takes water out of the fuel, but it also stabilizes the fuel. So I'll put a few drops of this in there. This is a 2-ounce can. And I'll also put a little bit of stabilizer in it. So a mixture of both. And I've never had any problem with this thing not wanting to start. I always run that mixture with new fuel through the system. I use rec gas in it. And for the last 2 years, again, it's used occasionally when I lose power. I've never had a problem starting it up. Starts up real easy, couple pulls, fires right right up, and the thing just runs and hums. So hope you liked the video. I hope you found it informational. And that is the Predator 2000 watt inverter generator. It's an inverter. It's not technically a generator, so it's not dirty power. It's clean power. You don't have to worry about surges. Thanks. Subscribe, like my videos.